When you arrive back inside of the propagation house, this is the first stage. There are 3 different sections that you're going to go in with the cuttings. This is the first section right after you made the cuttings. This is what we call the B, which is like the second step that you do on the cutting process. First step was in the mother cuttings or the mother trees, where you collect all of this material and then you bring to the next step, which is inside of the house. This is still not very clean, but that's where you're going to be doing. So you will have a tub with a sanitizer inside where you're going to dip all of this material into the sanitizer, and then you bring on top of the bed over here, or the stable, to now select the material that you want versus the material that you don't want. So for example, I collected this material outside in the mother plant, but this is now going to be separated into the pieces that I actually want. So again, same thing as before, you need your safety glasses, you need your gloves, you need a training to use the tools like the pruning shears, and you use your sanitizer bottle. So sanitize it first before you start and throughout the process. So now you're going to make the cuttings. So out of this that have several branches, I'm going to cut the branches like this to make it easy for the next step, where the team is going to be separating by caliper and making the 9-inch cutting during the hardwood cutting. Softwood cutting is a little bit smaller, a little bit different, but the process would still be the same. Okay, and we'll put it back on our tub and we'll collect the next piece and we're going to put inside of the tub. From here, this bottom piece is not going to be good, so there's no point sending to the next stage. I'm just going to cut it off and leave it over here where I can clean and throw it in a bin or a trash can. So this is the material that I'm looking for that goes to the next step. Some of them are going to be a lot bigger and longer. I'm just using this as a demonstration, but imagine that you have a longer, bigger piece of the tree, and now you're going to make it into little usable pieces, because you do want, when it gets to the next phase, the next step, that only the good material, only the material that is going to be useful goes to the next step. So anything that you can't use goes out and you don't send it to the next step. So for example, this piece is not going to become a cutting. Let's cut it out, leave it here, dump it before you even go to the next step. And now I'm collecting all of the material that are good that I can use into the next step. I hope this helps. Good cuttings.